Many of us are familiar with the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions many prophets in the Quran and their stories. But one of the things perhaps we don't know is that there is only one of those prophets from all of those prophets mentioned in the Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to take as a guide and as a role model and to follow his way and his religion. In addition to our own Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that prophet is the Prophet Ibraheem alayhi salam. His story is one of the most oft mentioned in the Quran. And that's because there are so many lessons that we can learn and benefit from it. In addition to that, as we know, the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam is closely linked to the Hajj, that fifth pillar of our religion, the one that many of us ordinarily, or some of us ordinarily, would have been performing this year under normal circumstances. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our affairs easy. This story and this prophet and the pilgrimage of Hajj have so many lessons for us. And even though we're perhaps familiar with some elements, we've discussed or heard of some of it before, we haven't really come together, I think many of us, to do a detailed study of the biography of this man, to look at and analyze his story and the different ways in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions different points of his life in the Quran. So inshallah ta'ala, this weekend on the mornings of the 3rd and 4th of July, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be doing a free online course. So all of you are welcome. It's good for yourselves, your families, your children. Then inshallah we explore the life of this prophet and take some of the key lessons and benefits that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to take from his life and from his example. I hope that you will join me for this course. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.